Pretty soon you'll have to deal with the truth behind the way you feel. And I'd rather never know. I would do anything not to bring who I am to make me this useless suffering, ugly part of me screwing me as it beats me. But it is what it is. You don't know how to live with what but it is what it is. It may seem impossible, but I will embrace who I really am. If it's a son of a bitch or a terrified kid, then that's what it is. Pretty soon you'll have to face you're a virus called the human race. And I'd rather never know. I have done everything not to feel what it is I'm feeling. This basement devil is kicking the ass of my angel on the ceiling. But it is what it is. You don't know how to live with what it is. But it is what it is. It may seem impossible, but I will embrace who I really am. If it's a son of a bitch or a terrified kid, then that's what it is.
Don't push me, don't kill me. What it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't play games, don't mess with what it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't ask me, don't tell me what it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't push me, don't kill me. What it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't look from where you come from, 'cause it is what it is.
Live from the Verge Studios in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, it's Verge of Sanity Radio. Featuring Lynn Creighton,
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Jimmy Scola,
And his name is John C.
Jeff Kratzer,
Squeal! Squeal!
and Jeffrey Scott.
That sounds kind of
Dum 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 dum.
Do you have no headphones?
Yeah, I have the headphones.
Do you have headphones?
I couldn't hear any of them.
Couldn't hear anything? What couldn't you hear?
No, I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me at all? What the fuck? I can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can hear me just fine. You gotta turn it up. That's what volume's for.
Yeah, it is up, jackass. You know, who's been messing with this cord? Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Yeah, right. You got it working now?
Yeah.
You sure?
I don't know who's been using it before, but they've been jerking this thing around now. Now you can't hear anything out of it. So maybe the added tree, you go deaf.
Maybe. Who the hell knows? But
or
welcome
is that
everybody.
blind? I don't know anymore.
Welcome. We are. What the fuck? Now mine's going all fucked up too.
Ha! Not just me. Thank you.
Welcome to the show. We are live on a Saturday because we can't do a show next weekend because we will be in Monster Mania. So we decided to change shit up a little bit, and we are missing 2 of our cast members.
Well, missing one at least.
Yeah, well, we're missing one. And
I'm not saying who because I don't want him to get pissed off.
And that's the Pork Chop. We're missing Pork Chop.
You know, I wasn't going to single out the other guy.
Well, we're missing.
But I'm not doing that.
We're missing Pork Chop, but Pork Chop's up at NJ HorrorCon up in Islin, whatever town it is up in North Jersey.
Yeah, he's over there.
And then Jimmy, who made his triumphant return last week.
Was it really triumphant?
Yes.
Okay.
He made his triumphant return last week.
And now he's not here today.
Not here today.
but he actually has a good excuse this time.
He does.
He was sleeping.
His job lost power last night, and he was stuck there till 5 o'clock in the morning. So, Jimmy, get rest, and we will see you next week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Get it right.
Shut up.
He does this every week.
I know. It's every time. We'll see you next week.
2
It's
weeks.
like, no,
Okay.
2 weeks, Lynn. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Now that we totally switched the schedules around, it's really
yeah, exactly. But now I don't become silent anymore. Our name's going to be already there. No fucker's going to go. Can you change their scheduled time? No.
Can you move him to Studio C? Because
we're already in C.
I don't know where we are. C, B, A.
B's down there. B is the shitty one we were in last week. Like, this is the basement, and B is
on the second floor.
Yeah, this is the basement on the second floor with windows. B is clearly broadcasting from a bathroom stall. Like it is,
absolutely.
It is. It's got no windows.
Might as well just go to the bathroom stall. At least it smells better, because whatever they
well,
use
unless
in that citrus spray.
Unless Pork Chop's been in there prior to us going in there.
No, I made that mistake one time. Never again. Never again. It's like, I'll be right back, guys. I'm like, see you later.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
But welcome everybody to the program. I'm just getting over a bit of a cold, so unfortunately, if I sound off today, more off than usual, that's why.
Yeah, I was going to say. So you had a cold for 365 days a year?
Yeah, 365 every day of the year. I have a cold, and
that's a lot.
And I come in, I do this, and, still the cold because I'm devoted to doing the show, and all of our one listener.
And if we even have anybody listening, that's the thing. We're probably just sitting here, dead air right now. Do we have crickets? We need to put crickets on because that's our listener right now.
we need crickets.
Yeah, because I don't know who's we're on Facebook. You know what? Let me look at that.
Yeah, we're on Facebook Live right now.
Let's see who's listening. You keep talking.
I will keep talking.
Do your job.
I will keep talking. Hold on a second, because guess what?
Wow.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. See,
we're gonna pull this shit.
You keep pushing the button.
Well, no, it's an issue with something.
I think we all know what the issue is.
What the
performance issues? He pushes the button, nothing happens.
Yeah. Let's take that off. Maybe that was the issue. Shouldn't have been, but we're gonna find out. Because now it's like, son of a bitch.
See, this is why we need to prepare before the show. Actually, we did do one thing right.
No, clearly it's another issue. It's an issue with the
phone,
with something here, because or the app itself, because we literally just played music from my phone and had no issues.
Well, yeah, that's one thing, but this is like the app this is your sound.
Yeah,
app,
but so. Yeah, it's my sounds because I have crickets. I have cricket sound effects on this goddamn thing,
yeah, which would be appropriate right now.
I know.
While you're trying to play the crickets, we have crickets in the background.
It'd be the most appropriate fucking sound effect you can play, and it doesn't want to work.
I know, right?
Son of a bitch.
Oh, look, we got 3 people watching us, so that's cool.
That is cool. One of my guarantees, my daughter, she's asked me 85 times to play.
Stop complaining, get to the show. I'm listening. Get the salt.
Get the salt.
Get the salt.
That's Anna.
Why? There's no snow anymore.
No, it's a supernatural thing. She's
yeah, I know.
Unhealthily obsessed with Supernatural.
Yeah, I love that show too. But
do you really?
Seriously,
yeah, I know.
Here. I mean, I want a trunk full of weapons too.
Yeah, I know.
But you just can't have that these days.
I know you can't, because it's frowned upon for some reason.
Can you play "Carry On" for the next song? No, copyright issues. How long is the intermission? How long can you hold your breath?
There is. Here, do watch this. So, there's this cool thing with this show is if you are talking over music, then they can't get you for copyright stuff. So I will talk over this song for the next 5 minutes and 28 seconds just to piss off my daughter who's been hounding me to play this song all day.
If you can talk for 5 minutes straight, I'm just going to sit here and listen. Okay, go ahead. Talk. Keep talking because we don't want to.
There we go. 30 seconds exactly of Kansas is all you get.
Best dad ever over here.
I know. I'm the best dad in the world.
Let's not go that far. Okay. I think there's some contesters out there. Contestants.
Contesters?
Well, probably contesters. I don't know. Is that even a word? I don't know. I'm on radio. I don't know what I'm talking about. I make this shit up as we go along.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this thing, but it's fucking, it's bothering me so fucking bad right now because we literally just play music from my phone with no problem. So this fucking thing's like, whatever.
Maybe we should invest in an actual soundboard.
We have one right here, actually.
No, a good soundboard.
We have one right here.
This is the school's.
Yeah, true.
It's not ours.
We have to invest in.
We can't take this with us.
We have to invest in like an iPad that's just solely for putting sound effects on.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's our job to find the sound effects to use.
I know, and then you have to pay for those to put on there.
No.
Or you can make them. You could make them.
You can go around on YouTube and kind of rip the audio and edit it down.
So you want to steal something from YouTube to rip and put on our app.
Yeah, because it's like 3 seconds.
So you want to admit on air that we're going to steal something.
No, we're borrowing.
Oh, is that? Oh, how can we give it back?
Well, because
send an email. Sorry, we borrowed this. Here it is back.
No, we're not taking anything. We're just borrowing it.
Wow.
And that musical background we have for the show from YouTube.
You know that Lincoln out front? I'm going to go borrow it for a few hours. That's legal, right? That's okay because I'm only borrowing it.
You're only borrowing it.
Can I see your credit card too? Don't worry, I'm just borrowing it.
I'm so fucking aggravated. Fuck this app.
I know you keep pushing that. All I hear is this.
I keep trying to see maybe, just maybe it'll fucking work for me, but it's not going to.
Of course not.
But this week started off really fucking weird, and it started off on super sad actually for comic book fans and movie fans around the world. Kevin Smith had a major heart attack on Monday.
Or massive, actually,
yeah,
is
massive.
the thing. Like, more than major.
He had a widowmaker? Is that a thing? It's the medical term for it, really?
Because of the artery. I can't remember the name of the
artery.
The
LAD artery.
The LAD.
The LAD was 100% clogged.
Oh, yeah.
And
plaque galore.
When I woke up Monday morning.
Should have flossed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, should have flossed. Should have just flossed that heart as much as, what the fuck are you talking about?
What? How else are you going to get a plaque in your artery?
And why am I going along with this shit?
Oh, really?
Why am I following that joke? You should have flossed your heart. Like, usually there's jokes I let him go, and I don't even acknowledge them. But it's just you and I here today. We don't have pork chop to deflect off of for the next conversation. So I had to lead that joke along. Stop it.
You didn't have to lead anything. I just want to see how far I can make you go.
Stop it. Stop it.
I started this morning before the show, so I was like, let's keep this going.
Yeah. But yeah, he was doing a show. He was filming a comedy show. He was like a special.
Yeah, he did the first one in the morning, and he was getting ready for the second one, and he just started feeling nauseous.
Yeah, so he threw up, he said, and it didn't make him feel better. He started sweating.
Yeah, he sweated profusely. He laid on the floor, and he's like, let me just find a couch. I'll sit on the couch. The people at the theater were real cool about everything, too, and they actually accommodated him. And his assistants were sitting there. They were worried, and they actually had 911 ready to go. So he's like, you know what?
I should probably go to the hospital.
We should call a doctor. And they're like, yeah, they're bringing an ambulance because there's nobody on the weekend.
Yeah.
And he's like, an ambulance? And he's thinking it's nothing because he wasn't feeling like the typical pain.
Yeah, the pain in the arm,
which is a huge sign. But you have the heaviness in the chest, but it wasn't like he couldn't breathe. It was just he was having trouble taking a big breath. It's like, and all that.
Yeah. I mean, but the I woke up Monday morning for work, and I usually I'll wake up, I'll have coffee, and I'll hop on Twitter because I want to see what Orange Julius said over the in the hours I was sleeping, because it's always when I wake up in the morning.
Orange Julius, I love that because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Side note: whenever I see something trending, I immediately attribute it to him. Like it's what it is. It's like, yeah, he did it.
Why not?
Yeah, but and the first thing popped up was like it was like in case you missed it, and it was a picture of Kevin Smith in the hospital with the tubes and shit. And I was like, what happened to Silent Bob?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
And then
what?
and then I read it. I'm like, no, we can't. No, we cannot lose Kevin Smith yet at all. I don't think I would be ready to live in a world without Kevin Smith.
True.
Because I mean, the first like vulgar movies I watched were Kevin Smith movies. They were the first. Well, I didn't watch Clerks till a couple years later, but the first one I watched was Mallrats. And then Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob and Jersey Girl, and then Clerks 2, and now we have the Jay and Silent Bob reboot coming out.
Oh yeah, he's definitely doing that. And he actually said when he was thinking about everything that flashed before his eyes, he's like, "I'm okay with everything else. I had a good run, but I do regret not making Jay and Silent Bob reboot."
Yeah,
not his wife and kids or friends.
Yeah.
Not making the movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, the movie's been planned for the last couple of months, I think.
Yeah,
and it's the same story. They're doing the same exact movie as Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
A reboot,
but it's a reboot of the movie.
So I'm curious how he's going to do that because obviously Jay and Silent Bob have grown so much since then.
Yeah, well, I think
except for him, he's lost 50 pounds.
From what I read and from what I saw online about it, the story is they're going back to Hollywood again to stop a remake of the Blunt Man and Chronic movie. Mm-hmm. So it's essentially the same exact movie, but it's a parody of all the shitty remakes that have come out in the last decade.
Exactly. Yeah.
Since that movie came out, and all the cast is coming back. Shannon Elizabeth. I'm sure Ben Affleck will be in there at some point.
Well, it's Affleck, of course.
Hopefully Matt Damon's in it, so they had that moment again of
Damon.
That moment of Affleck, you're the Bob and Phantom's dog, as they're in the bar for Gould Hunting 2.
Yeah, that was great.
Applesauce, bitch.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, when all right, this week is gone. Kevin Smith had a heart attack, and then Stan Lee has pneumonia.
That has me worried.
Yeah,
big time.
Like he's battling pneumonia. Pneumonia in a healthy person. Pneumonia in me or you is jetty in itself, but pneumonia in a 95-year-old dude. It's one of those things where I'm like, no, I'm not. I know he's 95, but I'm not emotionally ready for that to happen yet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, I was actually.
He's immortal. He's a superhero. He can't die.
Well, he's like one of the co-founders of Marvel, basically. Yeah. When you really think about it, like him and Jack Kirby. There you go. They invented all these characters, basically put Marvel on the map.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing all the other ones like Steve Ditko, Spider-Man, Joe Buscema. I can never pronounce his last name. Yeah, Buscemi. I can't remember some of the other ones off the top of my head, but there's so many other good artists that did help out, but they were the main ones that really stirred the pot.
There's a great epic rap battle of history between Jim Henson and Stan Lee.
Really?
And Kermit the Frog mentions Jack Kirby, and he's like, all the brains it took to write your name on all of Jack Kirby's comic books, and it is, and then Stan Lee loses his shit completely, and he's like, nice trying, Frogman, but Jack was a friend of mine. And then the verse ends with, and I'll take you out the pasture like Mr. Hooper.
Oh, wow.
And then it gets real depressing and sad because, Stan's sad that Jim Henson's gone and he's passed away. And they bring up how the internet thought Stan Lee died 12 years ago. And, this, that, and the other. And it's one of my favorite epic rap battles because you think it's ending. And it's, and I think the last verse is, we're two minds of the same kind, and there's no man who can ever muck with what we left behind. And then Walt Disney walks in, and Walt Disney starts rapping because he's the one dude that has in fact mucked with everything that they've left behind.
Exactly. And when you think about it, he owns them. Yeah, that's what's funny about it.
Yeah, I think the line itself is I I didn't buy you for billions so you can stand around debating. Like it's so great.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, this week's been it's been rough because it's like two of like of they're national treasures at this point.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I mean, well, to some, Kevin Smith is a national treasure, but I think to the world, Stan Lee is a national treasure.
Well, I think Kevin Smith would disagree. He'd be like, "No, man, no. I just make crappy movies. Okay,
Yeah.
People love them. That's all this. There's qualities about him that everyone loves, so that's what's cool about it."
There was a great interview that he did on what the hell was it? It was on Preston and Steve.
Oh, okay.
And he said that they were making they essentially made Cop Out again without him. It was a Once Upon a Time in Venice, where it's basically the same movie. And he's like, and they made it without me. He's like, so I think they should do it with all my movies. Make Clerks without me. Make Mallrats without me. It'll be better.
I don't know. I like Cop Out. I mean, that was the only one he didn't write. He just directed it, which is interesting.
Yeah. So here's the. I'll play a quick couple seconds of this rap battle so you can hear the appearance of Walt Disney.
Oh god.
You like Mr. Hooper? I'm sorry, Jim. Sometimes I can't control my rage. Honestly,
There's so many of these things. The Ghostbusters vs. Mythbusters, Michael Jordan versus Muhammad Ali.
We all have a time to go. Yeah. Most of the internet thought that you died 12 years ago. But before will always be fantastic. The hope will always be incredible.
See, all right, listen to this. That must be sadder because of the pneumonia thing. Like it's like shit. I don't want.
You wove within the hearts of heroes. We're two minds of the same kind. And there is no man who could ever muck with what we've left behind.
I rock the mic properly. Turning profits, I got the key. I'm the juggernaut of stacking knots unstoppably. The Disneyland lord of your intellectual property. So get back to work. That's my time you're wasting. I didn't buy you for billions so you could play around debating.
I don't know. The guy they got to play Disney looks insane. I'm like,
But my favorite line of the whole thing is, with only 3 circles, I dominate the planet. Because it's the most truthful thing. With 3 circles, Walt Disney has created an empire.
Oh yeah.
That no one thought would happen.
Absolutely. And after that, after he was gone, it kept growing.
Oh yeah, growing and growing and growing. My buddy Nick, who's actually, I was hoping he'd call in today, but he's at the Emerald City Comic Con out in the West Coast when he's doing vending there. I was gonna have him call in because he saw, a good tie-in, to our conversation. He saw somebody there cosplaying as Silent Bob.
Oh wow!
But he was wearing a hospital gown and the trench coat over top of the hospital gown.
That's funny.
Which shows how quickly someone goes, "Oh, I have an idea," and they just fucking do something so stupid. But they know they would get so much attention because of the news.
Exactly, yeah.
But he sent me a picture, actually, and it was Disney Logic, and it was Minnie Mouse, and she was screaming because there was a mouse on the floor. And it was eek, a mouse! And he's like, Disney Logic. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
That's exactly it, too.
There's Abe Lincoln versus Chuck Norris.
Oh, there's no hands down, Chuck Norris.
Lewis and Clark versus Bill and Ted. And there's so many of them. There was one of my favorites is Batman versus Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that's funny.
And Superman versus Goku. That was the first one I listened to. It was Superman versus Goku. And everybody's like, no, man, Goku won. Well, no, fuck you. Superman will kick the shit out of Goku. We'll kick his ass. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
I don't know. Just take him to the dark side of the moon where he gets no power. There you go.
That's true.
Then kamikaze his ass.
Yep. So so hopefully, our good vibes, thoughts, prayers, all that stuff go out to Kevin Smith. Oh, by the way, because I said thoughts and prayers, I gotta bring this up real quick. There's a difference between thoughts and prayers when it comes to what happened in Parkland, Florida, and what happened to Kevin Smith. Thoughts and prayers with what happened in Florida. It doesn't have an effect. It doesn't do anything. It's a comfort thing. When it came with Kevin Smith, it's the same in that aspect. But someone on Twitter gave Chris Pratt a bunch of shit for saying that he was going to pray for Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah.
I'm not religious.
Nope.
But shut the fuck up. All right. Yeah. Both him and Kev are religious. If he wants to say I'm going to pray for you, then it doesn't affect you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And even Kevin Smith said that in his YouTube video. He's like, dude, stop. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
There's other things you should be all worried about than that.
Yeah.
It's
like Anthony Jeselnik said it best when it comes to thoughts and prayers, when it comes to, heinous attacks. And basically, when you say thoughts and prayers, you're also saying, don't forget about me. Don't forget my feelings today. And the whole nine, which is unfortunately... it's a very true statement. So yeah, I want to bring this. I'd say I want to say, but yeah, for Kev, we need you around. So
yeah, finish the movie already.
Finish your movie,
then you could die.
Finish your
Just
movie,
kidding.
Kevin.
Don't die.
Finish your movie, and then you can do whatever you want.
Then you could retire.
You gotta be around. You gotta be around to help Harley do her movies, because she's writing movies now too.
Oh,
which is
I don't know. After Yoga Hosers, I don't know.
Well, that was the Kevin Smith movie.
Yes,
that
it was.
she happened to be in.
Well, it doesn't happen to be in. He wrote it for them.
But yeah, she's writing, movies and taking scripts to him, and can you proofread these for me? And he won't do it because, his base in comedy or his base in writing is different from yours or mine or anybody else's. So he doesn't want to be like, no, this isn't funny. It's like, because it's like, don't come to me. It's in your DNA to do this kind of stuff. It's not, it's who you are. It's like your mom is an actress. I'm a director. I'm an actor. It's like, so it's in your DNA to actually, to want to do this.
Well, especially with the influences that are around her. I mean,
oh yeah,
she's put into movies. She's acted ish. I mean, I'm not saying Yoga Hosers was a bad movie. It was definitely one of those, it was different.
It was like a Jersey Girl movie.
It's something like that. I mean,
where you'll watch it, but it's like, all right, this is the one that I watch when there's nothing else on TV.
Yeah, something like that.
I think even Kevin Smith has said that he feels the same way about Jersey Girl, where it's like it's that movie where I'm like, yeah.
Well, the funny thing about Jersey Girl is it's not a bad movie.
Not.
Geely is a bad movie.
Oh yeah, dear God!
But they came out at the exact same time, and that's why Jersey Girl sucked.
I forgot all about Geely.
Yeah, because everyone keeps getting that mixed up with Jersey Girl. That's the thing. Because I remember back, when that movies were coming out and everything, and I'd be like, did you see Geely? Because I've, never heard the reviews or anything. They're like, oh, is that Kevin Smith movie? I hear that sucks. I'm like, no, that's Jersey Girl, you jackass. Get your facts straight,
It's a different Bennifer, assholes.
Yeah. I mean, the best part about Jersey Girl is that the bitch dies. So it's long enough. I don't mind spoiling it. And I'm not talking about Jersey Girl. That's the little girl. She's actually really good in there. But no, I'm talking about the other one.
Isn't that the one where George Carlin played the grandfather, and they went and they did Sweeney Todd for the talent show, or whatever it was?
Yeah, he did. She wanted to do Sweeney Todd, and she wanted to go see cats, and he's like, "Take her to see the cats. Come on, take her to the cat. What's wrong with you? What kind of father? Take her to the cat." I'm like, "Who wants to go? Truthfully, who wants to see cats?" Glad it's gone.
Yeah, so am I. But here's what we're going to do. By the way, phone lines are open. We're going to be discussing some stuff, and if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to, as always.
Except for your daughter.
Phone line's 856-330-4749. You can call in, but not yet. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back because I need to get a sip of my tea. My throat's getting kind of dry from me still being sick. So
the reason?
We're talking about musicals and Broadway and stuff like that. Weird Al Yankovic put out some brand new music yesterday, and this is completely different than what we usually play on the show. Usually we'll play a lot of rock music or metal or something like that. But this is something totally different because I'm a Weird Al fan. You're a Weird Al fan.
Oh, don't put me in there. Hey, easy.
You are a Weird Al fan. We were discussing off the air that we were Weird Al fans. And also for those who have not heard it, if you don't like it, tough shit. It's 5 minutes you have to deal with. And if you do like it though, and the cool thing is this was posted on the Hamilton YouTube. It wasn't posted by Weird Al. It was posted on the Hamilton YouTube page.
Yeah, because he did it a parody. Well, not a parody, but he did a different take on the Hamilton musical.
Yeah, but I when I first looked at it, I thought it was posted by like his YouTube. And I was like, holy shit, it's posted by the actual musical. So they're promoting this shit because the one guy, Lin-Manuel Miranda,
sure,
he is a huge fan of Weird Al.
Oh yeah.
So when I guess when he heard I watched last night the reaction of him and Jimmy Fallon listening to the song for the first time, and they're both like, "This is fucking amazing."
Yeah, I hear they lip synced to it too, so that was great. Jonathan danced or something.
I don't. Well, I think that was for something else, like an actual clip from the show. But there was a first listen of this version of the music that was posted up on Jimmy Fallon's page as well.
Okay.
Where they both listen on their phones, like, what the hell? So, for those who are fans of Weird Al, this is brand new music from Weird Al. If you're not a fan of Weird Al, we'll be back in 5 minutes and you'll be all right. I promise.
Or they're going to be gone, in which case we didn't need you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless you're the one listener, then please stay.
Yeah. If you're the one listener, please stay.
We have cookies. We do have cookies, right?
We do have cookies. I had your cookies in my car.
Okay. I was just my way is slipping that in there. Okay.
I know it was. You sneaky bastard, you.
I know. I'm talking about Girl Scout cookies. You know what I'm talking about.
This is the Hamilton Polka. Back a little bit.
A hero and a scholar, the $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a martyr, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of the trading charter. Alexander Hamilton, my name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, wait for it, wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. Wait for it. I am inimitable, I am an original, and if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, I'm willing to work, Angelica, work, Eliza and Peggy. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down, 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 down. Hey! And the walls fall away. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens.
We're outgunned, what? Outmanned, what? Outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand, and yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Hey! Hamilton, sir, he knows what to do in a trench, ingenuitive influence in French, I mean Hamilton. So you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench? I mean Hamilton. No one has more resilience or matches my practical, tactical brilliance. Hamilton, you wanna fight for your land back? Hamilton, I need my right-hand man back. Hamilton, I'll get your right-hand man back. Hamilton, you know you gotta get your right-hand man back. Hamilton, you gotta put some thought into the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right-hand man back. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side.
much I wrote.
The ink hasn't dried. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. Somebody has to stand up for the South. Somebody has to stand up to his mouth. If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet. I am complicit in watching him grabbing at power and kissing it. Washington isn't gonna listen to disciplined dissidents. This is the difference. This kid is out. Right like you're running out of time. Hey. Right day and night like you're running out of time. Hey. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? I know that we can win. I know the greatness lies in you. But remember, from here on in, history has its eyes on you. Scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We gonna not throw away my take a shot. We gonna not throw away my take a shot. We gonna rise up. It's time to take a shot. Rise up, and I am not throwing away my shot. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. Just wait. What's your name, man?
So there you go, brand new Weird Al, the Hamilton Polka, which I assume is not going to be on an album. I assume that was just made for.
Well, it could be. You never know. They could sell that.
Oh wait. Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like it's going to be on one of his his next album.
Oh, okay.
But then again, it could be because he did the Bohemian Polka. 20 years ago, it was the Bohemian Rhapsody Polka.
Yeah, and that was pretty good.
It was surprisingly good.
Yeah. Does it make me wants to go see the play Hamilton now? Just to,
does it really?
Because I'll be sitting there going.
Yeah, it's kind of bouncing around.
Oh god! Now I'm hearing polka in my head.
We were going to the comment section, and someone said that Weird Al should do the halftime show at Super Bowl, and I agree, 100%.
I know that would be the most.
Bizarre but amazing Super Bowl.
It would put Justin Timberlake, blow him out of the water.
It would,
and
because
if there's a wardrobe malfunction on Weird Al, it's intentional.
Yeah, exactly. Like he would have to do, like when you think about it, most halftime shows are 20 minutes long.
Yeah,
his would be like 10 because he has to do costume changes in between all the songs.
Yeah, exactly. Or just have fun with it.
Because for Fat, he comes out in the big old fucking fat suit, and he has.
If he does that, yeah.
Oh yeah. I've seen him live a handful of times, and he comes out in the fat suit with a bunch of chins.
Yeah, which is slapped on quick, like.
Oh yeah,
let's do this.
You can tell because when he talks, his mouth goes underneath the fucking skin, and it's like it looks weird.
Well, hence,
Oh yeah,
there you go. So it just adds to the experience.
So yeah, we were going over during that break his tour that's happening, which is the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised vanity tour, where it is all originals with a handful of a small medley at the end, which is acoustic medley of his some parodies. But it's all originals, and he is going to be in Atlantic City on March 16th. Unfortunately, tickets are sold out, which is a statement I never thought I'd say about a Weird Al concert. Like, I'm not trying to discredit him or say that he can't sell out places, but when you think sold out shows, I don't think of Weird Al. You think of these you think of bigger names like mainstream radio play acts.
But the thing is, Weird Al is mainstream.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing.
Oh yeah, but when I say that, I mean that he doesn't get radio play because all his songs are parodies of other songs. So to hear the fact that he's stayed relevant for 40 years has all been because of word of mouth. It's all been because we now put on another album. Like before social media, MTV didn't play a lot of his videos.
Well, they did.
Well, they did, but
in certain like comedy
Yeah.
type things, not the mainstream music.
Eat It and Fat and those songs. But then we were discussing The Saga Begins, which is one of my favorite Al tracks, and I was actually reading something the other day about that song, and it was that he did not get an advanced screening of the movie of episode 1.
Huh.
He wasn't given an advanced screening. He wasn't given a script. He wasn't given a plot synopsis. That song was written based on information he found on the internet.
Interesting.
And it's pretty damn well accurate to the movie.
Oh, absolutely.
But there's one or two things that aren't the same, but 3.5 minutes and nailing the whole plot of the movie in that song, it was... And I think that song is the one that propelled him back. Like, not saying that he was fading away,
but it really brought him up.
Yeah,
more.
I think that song kind of raised him higher than even he anticipated, because now
he's actually jumping on these Star Wars fanatics.
Yeah,
and he's riding that wave. Well, not right. I wouldn't say he ever wrote anything. He was able to.
He boogie boards it.
He just actually he does the floaties.
The float, yeah. I imagine that Weird Al on floaties is riding the Star Wars wave. I'm out here, guys.
No, but he did that, and he got there at the right time when here's Star Wars coming back now.
Yeah,
it's like ooh.
The song was released at the same time as the movie. It wasn't released months afterwards. It wasn't released months before. It was released almost at the same exact time as the movie hit theaters.
Exactly. And he was able to get a new set of fans because of that.
Yeah.
So,
And so, the fact, kudos to Al, man, for selling out, Circus Mass, the Caesars and Casino down in AC. I mean, it's a pretty big venue.
Yeah.
I've seen him a couple times. I'm going to see him again at that show. I'm like one of the lucky guys who got one of the last tickets. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, I got one of the last tickets.
Well, hopefully it's not.
But I mean, if you have never seen Weird Al live, definitely make the pilgrimage out. This tour coming up, if you are only a fan of the parodies, obviously this tour isn't for you. There's no set list or not set list. There's no costume changes, no big screens, none of that stuff. It's all very stripped down. And his opening act, as we were discussing earlier today, was Emo Phillips.
There you go.
But if you want to go see, if you're a fan of the parodies and you want to see just an all-around amazing show, definitely check out Weird Al when he comes back around again, because you will not be disappointed in the show that you get.
Absolutely not. And he's such a nice guy, too.
He is.
I got to meet him when he was at the Chiller Theater, is it?
Yeah, Chiller Theater.
Or whatever, the Chiller Con. And he was so cool and just very polite. Any question you ask him, he'll be like, "Oh yeah," and he'll talk to you for. I think he talked to me for about 5 minutes. So, it's real nice, especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of like horror and robot and all the icons. So you got people in costume, and here's Weird Al.
My favorite photo is him in Pork Chop.
Oh really?
Yeah, the picture of him and Pork Chop together, because it's one of those like because he's in. The pork chop outfit. He has the claw and everything,
mm-hmm.
And Alice has the kind of that.
Well, yeah,
that face.
I know. I was there. Literally, I was really sitting right next to him.
But so yeah. If you haven't seen Al live before, definitely check it out.
Absolutely.
I said the costume changes. I said he puts on the fat suit for that, and he I mean, it's just every if the song had a video where he was in a costume, he's in that costume for the live performance,
mm-hmm.
which is it's amazing. The Smells Like Nirvana. Just as Kurt Cobain, using a left-handed guitar, because Kurt was left-handed,
mm-hmm.
which I thought was like that nuance was cool. Like the fact that he knows he's right-handed, but he uses the
left-hand side.
He mimics playing left-handed guitar for the song.
Or did he learn how to play left-handed?
Well, no, because it's not plugged in.
Well, it doesn't have to be plugged in. It could be wireless.
Well, no, there's not even anything plugged in to the
maybe he's that good.
Input. He's that good.
He's just that good.
He has so much energy in his body that it just powers the guitar for him.
Well, actually, I know he doesn't know how to play guitar, because there's the one video when he's doing a duet, and he has a guitarist there, and he goes to try to play something, and then he stops. And you think he's going to go play a little chord, then he does it every time, and he starts singing again, and then every time he tries to do that, he stops. And I'm like, is he going to play?
That might have been that might have been You Don't Love Me.
You Don't Love Me Anymore.
You Don't Love Me Anymore.
Exactly, that was it. I love the video, but I'm like, every time I'm like, oh, he's going to play. Oh, he's not playing. Okay.
But yeah, so that show's coming up March the 16th down in AC. This is a busy friggin' month, man. You got NJ HorrorCon this weekend,
Monster Mania
next weekend. I got Weird Al, and then the weekend after Al, I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Disney World for a couple days.
That's pretty cool.
I got a pretty, and it's ironic that it's scheduled at the time where we wouldn't have a show anyway.
I know, right? That's okay. We need a break.
And but I mean, yeah, I'm only going down for a matter of like 4 or 5 days. But my family's going down for 10. But I couldn't get that much time off work, so I'm going down.
So they
for
kicked you out and said, "Go away."
But yeah, I came across this the other day, and I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
And give me just a second because I'm actually I'm getting other stories up that I didn't do anything with while we were doing that break. These are the most exciting cities in every state and the most boring cities in every state. Basically, it says where the story begins. I'll say
Usually at the beginning.
Debates about the best and worst cities elicit strong feelings and a tricky issue because such debates are largely subjective. So Business Insider attempted to use data to definitively prove which are the most exciting and most boring cities in every state across America. To do that, they took counts of the number of establishments for 66 different types of businesses like breweries, art dealers, and museums that can make a city more interesting. And they sourced the data from the Census Bureau's 2015 County Business Patterns Program and picked the metro areas with the highest and lowest count of these businesses for the boring and interesting cities. For example, the New York City metro area has 62 breweries, 762 art dealers, and 305 museums.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know there's that many museums in the metro of New York City.
They got a museum for everything. You got the I don't want to say the old art. It's like our the Philadelphia Art Museum here.
Like historic art?
Yeah, historical art. Then you have the modern art, which is like MoMA. I think it's Museum of Modern Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, MoMA.
MoMA.
Yeah, MoMA.
MoMA.
Oh my God. The stuff they have. No. What? Hi. Anyways, but yeah, that place is huge, and the stuff they have in there is like, this is modern art. It's literally like a chair in the middle of the stand. It's weird. It's like,
is it really?
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Like they got the Campbell Soups paintings all up in there.
Lewis, Mom, Mommy,
Wait,
Mommy, Mama.
There's the museum.
Mama.
Mama.
Ma, Mom, Mommy, Mama. What? Hi.
Because we all know that's true.
I played that clip just for the mama. I can't turn it off.
Plus, it wastes so much time, so it's perfect to play right now.
It is, yeah. We had to take a little break for a couple seconds. Go, all right. But yeah, so again, I'm not going to go over all 50 states because that take too goddamn long.
2 for each state. Oh yeah, that's like 100.
So. Last week's show, we ended an hour early. And I'll explain why. I brought up a story about how an Asian woman was discovered to have 2 assholes.
Wow, that just writes itself right there.
And Jimmy said, well, then do they both function? Because if they do, then one's for business and one's for pleasure. And then Portia goes like a mullet. And then there's part in the front, your business front, part in the rear. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Let's end the show. I already had the end song queued up. I was like, you know what? We're not going to top that joke. So we just ended the show right there. And we were all laughing too fucking hard at the mullet joke.
Like a mullet.
Like it was...
Oh, God. Wonder if she has to buy 2-ply.
I don't know. But so we'll start with California. What do you think the most exciting city in city? I think this is all the combination of three different cities have won the most exciting cities in California. What do you think? What are the most exciting cities in California?
Well, if you're asking me, well, there's a couple. There's either, let's go over the main ones. San Francisco. You have actually Hollywood.
San Francisco isn't there. It's not on the list.
Oh, they finally got rid of San Francisco. Good. I hated that city.
L.A.
Okay, yeah. There's L.A. There's San Diego, which is one of the big ones because you got some attractions around there, Anaheim and all that.
But that is not on the list of most exciting.
I'm not saying that.
The three listed are Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Anaheim.
Anaheim. I can see that.
Yeah,
because that's where
Disneyland is
and all that stuff. So, which I did say Anaheim. So it's one of those. So the most one.
Those are the ones that are listed there. Those are ones that this study has shown to be the most exciting cities in California.
Right.
Most boring is Hanford and Corcoran.
Never heard of them, which explains a lot.
Exactly. We'll go to Delaware. We'll go to Delaware.
How about just say the whole state's not exciting?
The most exciting city in Delaware, according to this study, is Wilmington.
Sure.
When you go there, you can watch people get shot. You can
it's Delaware. Nothing happens there. Name something exciting that happened in Delaware.
Delaware?
Yeah, Delaware.
Most boring is Dover.
No. All of it is the most boring.
All of it is the most.
You know the difference between this is one person. That's all it is. It's like one.
One guy's like, but I like the brewery that's down there near the aquarium.
They let you have one free beer. It's great.
Florida. Most exciting cities in Florida listed here are Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach.
I'm going to say West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach, you think is the most exciting out of those three?
Yeah, there's a reason.
Why?
Summer break.
Very true, yes. And then most boring is the Villages.
Oh, hell yeah, because that's where the hippies and old people live.
I've never even heard of the Villages.
Exactly. That's where we put the old people. Have you heard of the Villages? No. Good. Go. Goodbye.
What are the Villages? Most exciting city in Georgia? Atlanta. That's the one.
I can see that because that's the only city I really know in Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. Name another one.
And then most boring is Hinesville, Georgia.
Just the name alone.
With a population of 80,328.
Is that where they make Heinz ketchup? Hinesville? Is that what it's named after?
I have no clue.
Because that is really boring.
This one's actually surprising. Actually, Hawaii. And because of the population difference between the most boring and the most exciting, it kind of throws it for a loop. I'm not sure if this is a typo or if it's what the study showed, but the most exciting is I'm going to fuck up all these names. Kahului, three places. Kahului, Wailuku, Lahaina, Hawaii. Populations there 164,357. That's the population. Most boring is Honolulu.
Yeah.
With the population of 993,000.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, but I guess it goes to show you don't need a large population of an area to be, not a fucking shithole.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That's another.
Yeah, I mean, Hawaii is beautiful all around, but Honolulu is so overused now. It's like,
Is that what it is? It's kind of like
because everyone wants to go to Honolulu. It's like, hey, we're going to Honolulu, Hawaii. Why? It's like they have beaches. That's all it is. That's all you're there for.
Idaho.
The potato state.
Yes, the potato state. There's a potato famine in Idaho.
We should send the two butthole woman there. She'll love it.
Most exciting city is Boise City, Idaho.
Boise? I can see that.
Just
the name alone, Boise.
Boise. What's up? Where are you from?
I'm going to Boise. Ooh, can I go?
From Boise.
Gonna get some.
Population of 67. God damn it.
Try it again.
675,777. I'm fucking tired. Leave me alone.
You're tired. I don't want to hear it.
Most boring is Lewiston, Idaho, with a population of 62,000 people.
I wonder if there's one on the list that has the most exciting and the most boring. Same city.
The same city?
It's just, oh yeah, they're from the west
Here
side.
we go.
They're from the east side.
I'm on the West Bank. I'm on the East Bank. I'm on the West Bank.
Yeah.
Exactly, the Mississippi. Illinois, most exciting city. Chicago.
Oh, well, yeah. You got the Chicago pizza, man. Come on.
And, of course, you can't go wrong with the Bears.
Balls? Oh, Bears.
And most boring is Danville. Where the fuck is Danville?
Well, it's named after Dan, so Dan's obviously a boring guy. So.
That's true. Fucking
He's the only one there. It's a population of 1. Hey, welcome to Dansville. Why is it Dansville? Because I'm the only one here. When I die, it's going to become Petunia Bill. That's my daughter.
Kansas. Most exciting city in Kansas. It's, again, the only one that we know of. Wichita.
Yeah.
Is the only. And most boring is Manhattan. You can't have Manhattan in Kansas. Manhattan is New York.
So the most boring is Manhattan in Kansas.
Yes.
That is funny.
I mean, the balls to go, where are we going to name our city? It's called Manhattan.
Yeah. Don't we already have one? Yeah, but we'll make it better. And it's the most boring.
It's kind of like Paris, Texas. like the balls to name your city
Paris. Yeah.
Paris. And then they built.
Why didn't they say New Paris? Because then that would have made more sense.
They built in Paris, Texas, a Eiffel Tower, like a smaller version of it. Like it's going to confuse everybody.
Yeah.
Like dadgum, where?
They don't talk like that. That's like Idaho or Omaha.
Kentucky, most exciting city is Louisville.
Yeah.
It makes absolute sense. Most boring is Owensboro.
Otisburg.
This one's a given. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you're going to guess it. Most exciting city in Louisiana is New Orleans.
I don't know. I'm never going to get that one. You're so slick.
Most boring. Because no one refers to Louisiana. It's New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to New Orleans. Where's that at?
No one says I'm going to Hammond, Louisiana, which is the most boring city in Louisiana. They all go, I'm going to New Orleans.
Yeah. And it's so bad that you forget. You don't even say you don't say Louisiana.
Yeah.
You just say New Orleans. It's like, oh, what's New Orleans next to? No, it's Louisiana. We're going to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Well, I thought New Orleans was its own.
Maine, most exciting city is Portland.
I could see that.
And then most boring is Lewiston.
God.
Maryland, most exciting city in Maryland is Baltimore. Baltimore, Columbia, and Towson, Maryland. Most boring is California. Fucking really?
What, you're so because now they took a state?
Where do you live? California, Maryland?
Yeah.
Like, fucking come on, man.
Well, it's like people that use the street name. I live on Park Avenue. Really? You live in New York? No, I live in New Jersey.
Yeah. Maple Shade.
Yeah.
That's it. But for Christ's sake, fucking California, Maryland. Kiss my ass, all right?
Oh, Paris, Texas.
Yeah, Paris, Texas, Manhattan, Kentucky.
Is there
California, fucking Maryland?
Why would you just call a city Texas? Just be like, hey.
With a population of 11,000 in California, Maryland. Because they all moved there by accident.
If you think about it.
From the California.
Think about this. New York,
fucking Maryland.
New York. It's New York City, but it's New York.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah, so Texas.
Yeah.
California, California.
So there you go.
New Jersey, New Jersey.
They should have had something like that.
Every state has
No, it should be New Jersey.
In
New Jersey.
Every state has a city named after the state.
Yeah, just to really fuck up everybody.
Pennsylvania. God damn it.
Idaho.
Massachusetts. Boston, obviously, is the most exciting city there.
Anyways, I think everyone's waiting for, what is New Jersey? We got to talk about New Jersey.
New Jersey? Let's go to New Jersey.
I'm going to say most exciting is Camden because that's where you can get $5. Never mind.
Well, here we are. New Jersey.
Well, now
and here's the thing: looking at this, I'm glad the computer's out because you can't read it when what's looking.
That's cool. Well, I'm going to say obviously we're known for our shores, so
Yes.
it's got to be between a couple of them. So it's
It
either
is a shore. It is a shore town.
all right. Well, obviously I would the first one. If you say shore, you'd say AC. That is a gimme.
It's not AC though. AC.
okay, well,
I mean, these things. Some of these lists have had 3 or 4 names listed as a combined. These are the most exciting cities. This is just one.
Gotcha. Okay.
The most exciting city or town, however the hell they want to word it. But this is city.
Now if it's not AC, then it has to be one of the other two. It either has to be Ocean City or what is the second one? Everyone goes to and drugs, alcohol. What the hell? I just had it too. Oh my god!
It is Ocean City.
Okay.
Ocean City is
the other Wildwood. That's
Wildwood.
the
Yeah.
other one. I was gonna say, but then it's a toss between those. So I can say Ocean City. Definitely.
And then the most boring city in New Jersey is Vineland.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just the name alone, Vineland.
Yeah, Vineland. New York. The most exciting city in New York is New York. Actually, this is bullshit. The most exciting city in New York is New York, and Newark, and Jersey City. No. They are Jersey.
Yeah,
Newark City.
New Jersey.
This proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that North Jersey is just South New York.
Yeah, they want to be dicks, fine.
Population 20,118,663.
They could stay up there.
That's why nobody has any fucking cars in New York.
The only thing that North Jersey has is Red Bank. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and Red Bank's cool because you can go to Jan's and Bob's Secret Stash.
Yep. And if you're really lucky, go to Leonardo and stop by the Quick Stop.
I went there last year, last year with my buddy Nick when he was down here. And,
I wonder if they actually kept RC video. Just because.
It is there.
It is still there?
It is there. It's closed still.
Obviously.
But it is. No one bought it out yet.
I hope not.
It's still right next to it. If you look inside the window, the shelves are still in there. Everything is still exactly how it looked.
Well, probably because maybe Kevin actually owns it. He's just.
I assume he does because when you walk into Quick Stop, everything is the same. There's nothing different, but they have on the wall all the photos of Kevin and Brian O'Halloran and everybody else in the movie. And I wanted to be the asshole to walk up to the
don't be that guy.
To walk up to the
don't do it.
To walk up to the counter. No, I was going to ask him if I could take a picture of me pulling all the milk out of the fucking cooler, checking the expiration dates. And then
you should ask him for a magazine to go to the bathroom.
And then my first time going there, and since then they've hired somebody that has seen the movies before. Because my first time going there, clearly the guy has never seen the movies before. He just worked there to work there.
Wow.
And I walked up with my stuff. I was still smoking at the time, so I was buying cigarettes and a drink. And I walked.
Do you got any Chewlies gum?
No, I actually asked him, "Are you supposed to be here today?"
He just looked at you like, "Yeah, why?"
Yeah. He's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Never mind."
I bet you that's one of the prerequisites. Like, have you ever seen Clerks? Yes. Get out. Just get out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you leave. I mean, anybody that works in that store has to know that they're going to have assholes posing outside for pictures.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Jay and Silent Bob and all that stuff. Last one. We'll go with this. Pennsylvania.
Who cares?
The most exciting city in Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure I don't have to name what it is.
I hope you do, because other than Philadelphia, I don't know anything.
It is Philadelphia. The most boring city in Pennsylvania is Bloomsburg.
Should have been in Philadelphia, too.
No, I don't know where the hell Bloomsburg is. And I think got Tennessee, which is Nashville.
Naturally.
Texas is Dallas, Fort Worth. Most boring is Victoria.
Now, Hell is actually in Nevada, right? Hell, Nevada, right?
No. Hell is hold on a second.
I'm pretty sure it's Nevada, but I might be wrong. I just know there's a city called Hell. So when you say go to Hell, they'd be like, I can't.
Let me see also. What state is Hell in? What's so weird to say that?
Yeah, like who decides? Like,
Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Hell, Michigan?
Hell, Michigan.
Are you sure?
Yep, Hell, Michigan. 5 towns and other places of the world that are all called Hell. So let's see. We have Hell, Michigan. We have Hell, California.
There's a shocker.
Which, yeah. Hell, Michigan. Hell, California. Hell, Norway. Hell, Grand Cayman. Hell Cave in Slovenia. And that's it. And so yeah. And then a gift shop here. It's Welcome to Hell, the Devil's Hangout gift shop. So yeah, Hell, Michigan.
Really? There's one. There has to be one in Nevada because I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, that's Valley. Isn't that Valley in Nevada?
Well, I don't know.
I can't remember. I can't remember all these nifty names for places that are.
Yeah, I failed geometry. I can't do that. Okay.
And then I didn't know there was a most exciting city in West Virginia, but apparently there is.
Oh wow!
It is Charleston.
Charleston.
Most boring is Beckley.
Yeah, it's good. Charleston.
And
that's what it reminds me of. I'm like, oh god.
And then the most boring city in Wisconsin is Fond du Lake or Fond du Lac.
That's the most exciting?
No, it's boring. Most,
but it's fondue.
Most exciting is Milwaukee.
Well, because of the beer.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the cheese.
And Laverne and Shirley.
And Laverne and Shirley.
That's the only thing.
So here's my question: do we do one more break and come back with our Twisted Tales and entertainment news and shit, or do we kind of push through?
Well, it's 2:17 now. You know what? Well, let's go ahead and take another quick break.
Cool. All right.
This way we can actually prepare.
Yeah, prepare.
Sorry. Try to hold it in.
I know. So let's see here. What should we play going into this break? Actually, you know what? Since we got the genius known as Weird Al coming to the area, I think I'll throw one more Weird Al song on.
Dude, the saga begins.
The saga begins. I don't know. Huh? Yeah, it's 5 minutes. 10 minutes?
I think so.
No.
Damn you.
Song is only 5. The 10-minute song on this list is Trapped in the Drive-Thru, which is the R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet parody.
Let's do it.
It's such a long fucking song.
I know, but it's so good. It's Weird Al.
It is. It's true. So here it is because Jeff wants a 12-minute fucking song to do this break for us. Here is Trapped in the Drive-Thru. Weird Al Yankovic. This is actually off of the his Straight Outta Limit album, but you can find it in the Squeeze Box, complete works of Weird Al. You can buy it online at weirdal.com or Amazon, all that fun stuff. We'll be back in 10 minutes here on Verge of Sanity. Do not go anywhere. Weird news and shit come up next.
7 o'clock in the evening, watching something stupid on TV. I'm zoned out on the sofa when my wife comes in the room and sees me. And she says, "Is this Behind the Music with Leonard Skinner?" And I say, "I don't know, say it's getting late, what you wanna do for dinner?" She says, "I kinda had a big lunch, so I'm not super hungry." I said, "Well, you know, baby, I'm not starving either, but I could eat." She said, "So what do you have in mind?" I said, "I don't know, what about you?" She says, "I don't care if you're hungry, let's eat." I said, "That's what we're gonna do. But first you gotta tell me what it is you're hungry for." And she says, "Let me think, what's left in our refrigerator?" I said, "Well, there's tuna, I know." She said, "That went bad a week ago." I said, "Is the chili okay?" She said, "You finished that yesterday." I hopped up and said, "I don't know, do you want to get something delivered?" She's like, "Why would I want to eat liver? I don't even like liver." I'm like, "No," I said, "delivered." She's like, "I heard you say liver." I'm like, "I should know what I said." She's like, "Whatever, I just don't want any liver." Well, I was gonna say something, but my cell phone started to ring. Now who could be calling me? Well, I checked my caller ID. It was just Cousin Larry calling for the 3rd time today. My wife said, "Let it go to voicemail." I said, "Okay." Where were we? Oh, dinner, right. So what do you want to do? She says, "Why don't you whip up something in the kitchen?" Yeah, I said, "Why don't you?" And then she says, "Baby, can't we just go out to dinner, please?" I says, "No." She says, "Yes." I says, "No." She says, "Yes." I says, "No." She says, "Yes." Oh, here's your keys. I step a little bit closer, say, "Okay, where you wanna go?" She says, "How about the Ivy?" I said, "Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't feel like getting all dressed up and eating expensive food. She says Olive Garden, I say, nah, I'm not in the mood. And Burrito King would make me gassy, there's no doubt. She says just forget about it. I said no, I swear I'm gonna take you out. Then I get an idea. I say I know what we'll do. She says what? I say guess. She says what? I say we're going to the drive-thru. So we head out the front door, open the garage door, then I open the car doors, and we get in those car doors. Put my key in the ignition, and then I turn it sideways. Then we fasten our seatbelts.
We are Earth's lost defense. Now help me save the world. That's what I'm talking about.
Turn it sideways. Then we fasten our seatbelts as we pull out the driveway. Then we drive to the drive-thru, heading off to the drive-thru. We're approaching the drive-thru, getting close to the drive-thru. Almost there at the drive-thru. Now we're here at the drive-thru. Here in line at the drive-thru. Did I mention the drive-thru? Here we are in the drive-thru line, me and her. Cars in front of us, cars in back of us, all just waiting to order. There's some idiot in a Volvo with his brights on behind me. I lean out the window and scream, hey, what you trying to do, blind me? My wife says maybe we should park, we could just go eat inside. I said I'm wearing bunny slippers, so I ain't leaving this ride. Now a woman on a speaker box is saying, can I take your order, please? I said, yes, indeed, you certainly can. We'd like 2 hamburgers with onions and cheese. Then my wife says, baby, hold on, I've changed my mind. I think I'm gonna have a chicken sandwich instead this time. I said, you always get a cheeseburger. She says, that's not what I'm hungry for. I put my head in my hands and scream, I don't know who you are anymore. The voice on the speaker says, I don't have all day. I said, then take her order, and we'll be on our way. I wanna get a chicken sandwich, and I want a cheeseburger too. She's like, you want onions on that? I'm like, yeah, I already said that I do. Plus we need curly fries, and don't you dare forget it. And 2 medium root beers, no, just 1, we'll split it. Then I said, I'm guessing that you're probably not too bright, so read me back my order, let's make sure you got it right. She says, 1, you want a chicken sandwich. 2, you want a cheeseburger. 3, curly fries and a large root beer. Stop, don't go no further. I never ordered a large root beer, I said medium, not large. Then she says, we're having a special, I supersized you at no charge. Oh. And that's all I could say was oh. And she says, now there's something else that I really think you should know. You can have unlimited refills for just a quarter more. I say, great, except we're in the drive-thru, so what would I want that for? And she says, wait a minute, your voice sounds so familiar, hey, is this Paul? And my wife is all like, no, that ain't Paul. Now tell me, who's this Paul? She says, oh, he's just some guy who goes to school with me. I sat behind him last year and I copied off of him in geometry. I said, I know a guy named Paul. He used to be my plumber. He was prematurely bald and he moved to Pittsburgh last summer. He also has bladder problems and a really bad infection on his toe. And she says, mister, please, you can stop right there. That's way more than I needed to know. And then we both were quiet and things got real intense. And then she says, next window, please, that'll be $5.82. So we inched ahead in line, moving painfully slow. I got a little bored, so I turned on the radio. Turned it off because my wife was getting a headache. So we both just sat there quietly for her sake. Then I looked at her and she looked back at me. And I said, I think you have something in your teeth. She turned away from me and then turned back and said, did I get it? said, yeah, well, I mean, most of it, but hey, you know, don't sweat it. Then she said, how about now? I said, yeah, almost. There's still a little bit there, but don't worry. It's probably just a piece of toast. Now we're at the pay window, or whatever you call it. Put my hand in my pocket. I can't believe there's no wallet. And the lady at the window's like, well, 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 that'll be $5.82. I turn around to my wife and say, how much have you got on you? She just rolls her eyes and says, I'll pay for this, I guess. So she reaches into her purse and busts out the American Express. I hand it to the lady and she says, oh dear, it's gotta be cash only. We don't take credit cards here. I took back the card and said, gee, really? Well, that sucks. And that's when I found out my wife was only carrying $3. I said, I thought you were gonna hit the ATM today. She says, I never got around to it, so where's your wallet anyway? And I said, never mind, just help me to find some change. Now the lady at the window's looking at me kinda strange. And she says, mister, please, we gotta move this line along. I said, now hold your stinking horses, lady, we won't be long. So I looked around inside the glove box and checked the mat beneath my feet. I found a nickel in an ashtray and a couple pennies and a dime in the space between the seats. Before long I had a little pile of coins of every sort. The lady counts it up and says, you're still about $1 short. And now my woman's got this weird look frozen on her face. She screams, you know I wasn't even really hungry in the first place. And so I turned around to the cashier again. I shrugged and said, okay, forget the chicken sandwich then. So I pick up my change, pick up my receipt, and I drive to the pickup window. Man, I just can't wait to eat. And now we see this acne-ridden kid about 16 wearing a dorky name tag that says, hello, my name is Eugene. And he hands me a paper bag. I look him in the eyes and I say to him, hey Eugene, could I get some ketchup for my fries? Well, he looks at me and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he says, I'm sorry, what did you want again? I say ketchup, and he says, oh yeah, that's right, I just spaced out there for a second, I'm really kinda burnt tonight. And then he hands me the ketchup, and now we're finally driving away, and the food is driving me mad with its intoxicating bouquet. I'm starving to death by the time we pull up at the traffic light. I say, baby, give me that burger, I just gotta have a bite. So she reaches in the bag and pulls out the burger, and she hands me the burger, and I pick up the burger, and then I unwrap the paper, I bite into those buns, and I just can't believe it, they forgot the onions.
You can blame Jeffrey for that 10-minute song, but it's a great song.
Yeah, so you can't really blame me.
Because we've all been there, going to a drive-thru, having to fuck your order up.
True. It's just funny. It happened to me the other night. It's pretty weird.
Oh, man. So you had I think, did you go on the list first and grab a list for us to do?
Well, I grab a list of
Was the
10
top 10
mind-blowing
things?
things that happened this week.
Kevin Smith had a heart attack? Was that
no.
is that on the list?
No.
Then fuck that list.
Okay.
What's on the list? Let's go over a handful of things that I probably didn't hear about until today.
Probably not, yeah. I mean, most of the stuff we already kind of went over already.
Okay.
You know.
Orange Julius?
No.
Is that a Jason ring?
What? Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I got this from Monster
Oh, nice.
Dude, I've been wearing these for like a year.
You're
I've been sitting here for a good majority.
I don't pay attention to your hands.
I don't want to know what I'm leaving that one alone. All right. So, yeah, I looked up a list, 10 mind-blowing things that happened this week. So, some of it is political, which is really funny, but
excuse me.
So I'm not really gonna get into it, other than Slovakia, which no one really gives a shit about.
No.
So apparently their government's corrupt. There's a shocker. They killed a reporter.
Okay, did they really?
Well, supposedly he was contract killed, and he was looking at their government, how corrupt it is, and so wow. Okay,
Who would have thunk it?
I know. Just waiting for this stupid thing to refresh here. The Wi-Fi here sucks.
It does. Yes.
You know, this is gonna blow.
It is.
Because
you got some stuff to bring up.
Yeah.
Your list or whatever the hell it is.
There. Well, here's the
There
next
we
one. Brazil apparently is removing the Amazon rainforest protection because we don't need to breathe or anything.
Sometimes I just it's like, why? Like, what goes through the minds of because that's there for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
It's there so we don't knock over one of the most beautiful natural locations in the world to build fucking shopping malls and housing developments.
Yeah, or actually, I think this is just for logging. So they're just cutting down these trees just to send somewhere else. But I'm like, this is like their tourist. People go there for the Brazil rainforest to walk around nature and shit like that. But now they're just taking it away. It's like, really? Jeez. I mean, like the Amazon is a unique wonder. That's what's funny about this whole thing, and sad at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just
yeah. All right, moving on. Let's see.
I can't.
What do we got in here? Detected evidence of the universe's first stars.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Well, actually, here's something that'll really mess you up. I did not know this. I did not know China was not a democracy.
It does not?
No.
It was not?
Apparently, it still is like a dictator-ish, I guess, type of
place.
Apparently, they had elections for presidents, but they had a 2-year limit. Kind of like ours does, but I guess when he takes over, he's in charge.
I wish we had a 2-year limit. Because it'd be over by now.
Or, I'm sorry, not 2 year, 2-term limit. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it.
So, but
yeah. Way to get my hopes up.
Yeah, apparently, I guess the Republic of China Party, or whatever they call themselves, they put in a single sentence in their new report that said, yeah, we're going to get rid of it. Huh. No one really noticed it until it was too late. So now their new president, Xi Jinping.
Hello, Xi Jinping.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. Apparently, the last dictator died, Mao.
He did put a lump on his face.
So basically, people are worried that he hasn't named a successor yet because now he can do a lifetime.
He can do the successor of Mao.
Yeah. It's going to destroy China.
Yes, it's going to destroy China. But
you know how racist that is, right?
I know.
Okay.
You
can send your letters to Verge of Sanity Radio, care of Lynn.
You can send them to Verge of Sanity Radio at Gmail because I misspelled it when I made the email 3 years ago. So it's Verge of Sanity Radio.
One job, Lynn. One job.
And I can't change the email address now. So it's just vergeofsantyradio.com. Or Verge of Santy Radio at gmail.com.
Santy. Oh.
Verge of Santy, Santy. Kidnap the Santa Claus.
No wonder we never get any fan mail. Or even the bills. No wonder we got kicked out.
That's it.
Anyways,
Great.
Moving on.
All
right,
continue.
Number 5 on the list.
Number 5 on this.
This is actually
number 5.
Actually takes deals with the U.S. too.
Ooh, all right.
Apparently, a U.S. tourist was arrested for dismembering a Japanese woman.
He dismembered a Japanese woman.
No, you have to do your Japanese voice.
No, sorry.
Yeah,
get it right. Dismembered a Japanese woman.
Yeah, but
this is the Mao. It's Mao. That was the successor to Mao, but it dismembered him so he could keep a dictator of China.
Again, you could send your emails to Verge of Santy Radio, care of Lynn Creighton. My computer froze up.
It's hurt my throat doing that voice, so I'll stop doing it for a while.
Well, if it's hurting you, keep doing it.
No, I can't do it anymore if it hurts me. Continue.
I'm trying to. This internet is so slow. What the hell is wrong with them? I thought this was supposed to be a high-tech place.
I know, right? But
Yeah,
no.
we're doing radio. We don't want you to have anything. See, I'm trying to get to the guy's name. Okay, here
Son
we
of
go.
a bitches.
So apparently, a U.S. citizen was in Japan.
Yes.
Had picked up
Hooker?
I'm assuming that's what this is because apparently they work for the Hyago Prefecture.
Iago, wasn't he the parrot from Aladdin?
I don't know who that is.
Iago.
Well,
Voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Who knows? But
Sent Jafar's shoulder.
Basically, Saki Kondo was
Saki
found
Kondo!
dismembered.
Saki Kondo? Is it?
That's her name. Saki Kondo.
Saki Kondo.
Yeah, or technically,
Is it Saki Kondo?
but remember, Saki is their last name.
What kind of condo is it? Is it Saki Kondo?
Anyways, so she was found
This
dismembered.
condo sucks.
Oh yeah, it does.
Saki Kondo.
Her parts were dumped scores of miles apart. Apparently, this guy decided to dismember and just travel around.
And
Japan.
just litter her body across Japan.
Oh yeah,
Well,
apparently.
that's what they get for
But they found out who it was. Apparently, it was an American tourist.
American tourist.
Let's see you have fun with this name, asshole. All right, Yevgeny Vasilevich
What was it again?
Bayraktar.
What? Jenny? That's
That's the American's.
an American?
name. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no.
No. Well, no. I'm not going to say that because Americans come here and they live here for a long time. They're not necessarily from this country.
Keep going.
America can't be all Bobs and Jims and Toms. We have to have a couple, Akbars and Genevieve. What was her name again? Jen what?
You could send your emails to Verge of Sanity Radio.
What I'm saying isn't that bad. I'm stating a point. Is that
this is preemptive.
For us to deny and make a joke that name is not American is incorrect, and it goes against what this country stands for. Because everybody can be an American, just do it the right way.
So there is something you agree with Orange Julius about.
No.
Liar.
No.
In deep down, you're like, yeah, get rid of him, please.
No, it's not that. Just
But wait till my yard is done.
No, not that. No, There's nothing I agree with that man with. Because I was saying shit like this before that pompous douchebag started spouting out at the mouth on microphones.
And this is why we don't have hate mail, because you messed up the email address.
Exactly. So I can talk all the shit I want to. If you'll type in vergesanityradio@gmail.com, invalid email address. Ha!
Just remember, it's Verge of Sanity. Lose the I, and care of Lynn Green.
Yeah, take the I out and you'll find it. Trust me.
That's what she said.
We'll see what happens because I got something to plug when the show's over, and we might get hate mail because we have another way people listen to the show now aside from watching it on Facebook. we'll discuss that at the end of the show. Plugged.
Oh, great!
So, continue.
All right, let's see what else.
What's it again, Jen Barcelona?
Nah, but anyway,
Benny Hill.
He was arrested.
Okay, he was arrested.
This was in January, and he
for hacking a hooker to pieces.
Something like that. But apparently he arrived in Japan in January. He met this person at a local, I guess a social media place or something.
Okay.
Or on social media.
Okay. Now, this is not meant to come off wrong. No, it's really not.
All right, go
but
ahead.
it's actually a legitimate question. That lifestyle, the lifestyle of prostitution and stuff like that, is it much more acceptable there than it is in the States? The reason I ask is because if
you plan on taking a trip?
Well, no. if someone did that here and a hooker went missing, no, I don't think anybody would know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's one of those things where no one's going to report a transient missing.
True, because people would be like, good luck, trash deserved it.
Yeah, exactly. But over there, it's like somebody goes missing, and they're like, wait, Tina's missing? Like, it's so like...
Yeah, because it's totally different. Well,
yeah, it's a different world. It's a different world, different lifestyles they have.
Yeah, it's a different culture.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about the Japanese culture who look at respect in high regards.
Yes.
Regardless of. And, I mean, look at the geishas. They're made to please their customers. I'm
Yes.
not going to genocide it. Genocide.
Genderize it?
Genderize it, thank you. Although
I'm not going to genocide the geishas.
Yeah. Although they did that over there anyway. That is another story. But, you know, so they do appreciate that type of, I guess you say, quality, job, whatever you want to call it. So I could see that. Or this is probably just something where, who knows? But here's a gruesome twist. They say images of him have been taken with a number of women that he's brought back to his apartment, and supposedly this is where he dismembered this one woman. So it's like
his apartment.
Like he's brought multiple women over. So it's like okay. But the funny thing about this was he's not being charged for murder.
He's not?
Nope. He has remained silent, and he's being charged with disposal and damaging of a corpse.
You are found guilty of disposal of a corpse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's working now.
Shit. Do the crickets.
Watch that not work. Crickets.
Thank you.
The crickets don't work. Oh, because I think anyone have to hold it down, it doesn't work. But the other ones work. Yeah, those all work. But the ones where to hold the button down for a continuous sound don't work.
Oh, well, then tap crickets again. See what happens.
The hell?
Exactly. I love this already.
Like if I tap it, if I hold it down,
yeah, that's just weird.
Doesn't do anything. Same thing with the sensor and the alarm. But no, if I keep this thing on.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right, especially the next story on this one. So apparently, the Afghanistan's prime minister has tried to make peace with the Taliban. Yeah, that's
good luck.
Yeah, so we all know what the Taliban is. It's like the longest enemy we have always talked about.
Yes.
But apparently, he decides he's going to try to make peace with them by, no joke, he is off. I haven't even said it yet.
Sorry, it's no joke, and I just came to a joke drum. I was like, oh, perfect timing.
He's offered to recognize the Taliban as a legitimate political party and give them their own offices in Kabul in return for peace talks.
Loser! Wrong button, sorry.
Yeah. So, I don't know about you, but yeah, I guess that's the end of Afghanistan.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
He's hoping that this will, if you give them passports, let them contest elections and stuff, and offer new elections that they can actually be in, and constitutional amendments.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, so you want to give them rights to basically try to take over the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Which goes super well when you try to vote for the guy that they don't want you to vote for.
Oh, exactly.
You walk in. Oh, I'm going to vote for this guy.
Okay, we're voting for that guy now.
It's like it's.
Oh god, that's funny.
I'm ready a third party.
Yeah, and on top of that, the second thing on the
Never
list,
mind.
Yeah, second thing on the list, going with the Taliban, the Saudi Arabia has sacked their entire military top brass. It's like, what? So they're firing all their high ups? I'm like, huh?
Come on.
Well, you're ready for the premature there.
Button was too small. I couldn't get it in time. Continue.
Yeah, they got rid of their chief of staff and everyone on the military and Air Force. Like their top brass is out, gone. I'm like, what? It's like saying, okay, let's just keep the troops, but get rid of the people that lead them.
Yeah, exactly. Because that makes so much sense.
Because you leave the troops to do whatever they want. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Any more on this list? 'Cause I'm getting depressed to have to show all the shit you're talking about.
I know, right?
It's like fucking hell.
Well, number one.
Number
one. Apparently there was.
Shit! Hello.
You're breaking stuff in the studio now.
I didn't break anything. See,
I took the tip off. That's what happens when you put your mouth on it. See, love your microphone. Don't love your microphone.
Yes.
So last thing on this list of exciting, and this is supposed to be mind-blowing things that happen. I don't know. I
know.
I think the only thing on here
nothing's blown my mind except the
rainforest. Is the only
the
thing
rainforest thing. It's kind of like it's classified as mind-blowing.
Yeah. Well, here's something that's really blowing. A mysterious explosion left the British city of Leicester reeling, apparently. So apparently, I guess a mysterious bomb went off there or some kind of explosion or something. It wiped out a couple of houses. That's about it. 5 people were killed, and another 5 were badly injured, but no one knows how. They don't know if it's related to terrorism or what. It's just an explosion happened. And they don't even know the cause. They're like, what?
Well, then.
Well, let's see. We got the Taliban being recognized. The top brass in Saudi Arabia has no more military leadership. So,
yeah.
Hey, why not? And we're trying to get rid of guns in America.
Exactly. Which that's a topic for a different show.
Yeah.
maybe one time, maybe one day down the line, we'll drop our rule and we'll come in guns blazing on a bunch of topics that we don't really discuss on the show. You know, like maybe not on this show. Maybe we'll do something somewhere else where it's not this program, but we can kind of get together at a different location and do a whole other show where we just, talk about the shit that we don't talk about here.
Right, because, that's so inappropriate for Verge of Sanity. Or Santy, if you want to leave us hate mail. Make sure, Lynn Cranton.
Verge of Sanity, radio at gmail.com. I discussed this last week, but I want to bring it up one more time because it's so profoundly dumb that I feel it deserves a second mention on the show.
Why not?
A YouTube star who claimed her vegan lifestyle cured her of breast cancer has died from breast cancer.
Oh, okay. Is this going to be a sad story?
Marie Lopez told followers of her channel, which she ran with niece Liz Johnson, that banning animal products from her diet cured her cancer in 3 months. She also claimed the lifestyle had stopped her being a lesbian, telling viewers, "I was healed by God in faith and used to live a gay lifestyle." But Ms. Johnson revealed in a video earlier this week that her aunt succumbed to the disease in December, claiming it was because she did not continue with her juicing/raw vegan diet. And we brought this up last week. I'll bring it up again today. This is the kind of shit that is going to mislead people. To make them believe that if they juice and raw vegan, that it'll cure them of fucking cancer. You know what I mean? Like, this is one of those things where it could kill more people because they're going to ignore doctors, they're going to ignore chemotherapy, they're going to ignore what they're told to save their life because some idiot on YouTube was like, "I went vegan and now I'm not gay anymore. I don't munch on the box anymore because I went vegan." Also, I don't have cancer anymore.
Yeah, I turned from salami to tacos.
Yeah. No, wrong way around. I went from tacos to salami because I don't munch the box anymore. I still look butch as fuck, but I don't munch the box anymore. I was healed by God and veganism. So yeah, I'd bring it up again because you weren't here for that one.
Yeah, kind of.
This
kind of reminds me of those Christian scientists or Scientologists.
Speaking of religious people, I didn't bring this up last week. Billy Graham died. Rest in peace.
What?
Yeah, Billy Graham.
Yeah,
Reverend Billy Graham.
Holy fuck! When?
Yeah, like last week, 2 weeks ago. He was like 99. He's like 99 years old. One of the first evangelical televangelists. Give me all your money, assholes. So
I did not hear about this.
Cool. Police in Maryland.
Send your comments and emails to Verge of Sanity.
To Verge of Sanity, or comment on the video, or you can comment on our other platform that I'll be announcing in about 5 minutes. Police in Maryland say a car blew up when a man inside lit a cigarette after spritzing himself with aerosol body spray.
Proven just once again that aerosol body spray sucks.
The cigarette and spray combination caused a, quote, a sudden and violent expansion of the air molecules in the car on Thursday,
blew up.
creating a boom that pushed the roof up, shattered the front window, and blew the doors open, Baltimore County Police spokeswoman Jennifer Peach told the Baltimore Sun. She said the driver appeared unharmed and was taken to a hospital to check for hearing damage. Baltimore County Police said on social media accounts that the man was taken to a burn unit with serious injuries. The man has not been identified. There's a photo of the car.
Oh my God! Let me see this. Oh my God!
Yeah, we'll post a story up on the Facebook too, so people.
Now, what's more important is did people get their deliveries first? I mean, because that's
clearly all natural beef, farm raised pork, custom butchering, online ordering,
all natural.
Maglia Farms.
If he was so all natural, he should have ditched the axe.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, no name dropping. We have no proof it was Axe. It could have been Old Spice. It could have been,
It said it in the article, Axe body spray.
No, it was just aerosol spray.
It was Axe.
But it could have been Old Spice. You don't know.
Old Spice doesn't do
that. Power! My favorite commercials on TV were always the Old Spice commercials.
Oh yeah.
With Terry Crews or the horse. The horse, I think, we're also.
You just like the hot studded shirtless guy, right? When he comes right in. Hi.
Yeah,
he's talking right to you. Hi, Lynn.
Hello. But no, those. Actually, in my, I got reminded the other day about one of my favorite commercials of all time. It was remember when DirecTV used to do the ones where there was the Charlie Sheen commercial where if you get DirecTV you can remake Platoon with Charlie Sheen, and he's like in his living room with Charlie Sheen, and he's like he has the grease paint on and they have the fucking the helmets and the guns. It's the weirdest commercial. But I was like, I think when I shared it on Facebook, 6 years ago when it was first, aired, I think it was like, if I can remake Platoon with Charlie Sheen, I will happily change to DirecTV.
That would be funny.
Chinese strippers at funerals.
Did you say Chinese strippers at funerals?
China's Ministry of Culture announced last month that it would launch a new campaign against the custom of hiring scantily clad women to perform at funerals. The campaign would target the provinces of Henan, Anhui, Jiangsu, and Hebei, where the practice is most prominent. The ministry also provided a special hotline for the public can call to report, quote, funeral misdeeds in exchange for monetary reward. Funeral strippers are exactly what the name suggests. Women dressed in sexy lingerie or revealing clothes that are hired to dance or sing at funerals in some rural areas in China. In one instance that was reported to officials, the woman performed on stage in front of an electric screen that displayed a headshot of the deceased and the message, "We offer profound condolences for the death of this man." Different culture over there.
Oh, absolutely.
killing hookers and funeral strippers. It's like a whole... God.
Now it kind of makes you rethink your funeral. It's like, gee, I can have strippers at mine.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can have the open bar, open salad bar, open casket, strippers. Hey, why not?
This is brilliant. I wish it happened in the States, but it's happening over in the UK. KFC took out a full-page advertisement in UK newspapers on Friday to apologize for the fast food chain's chicken shortage this week.
Oh, the chicken shortage.
The tongue-in-cheek ads featured an empty chicken bucket emblazoned with FCK. Immediately won for clever humor, but it's unclear whether the campaign will placate customers. Basically just says fuck, which is fantastic. Here's the ad. It says, it's bucket FCK. We're sorry. A chicken restaurant without any chicken is not ideal. Huge apologies to our customers, especially those who were traveling out of their way to find. We were closed. And endless thanks to our KFC team members and our franchise partners for working tirelessly to improve the situation. It has been a hell of a week, but we're making progress, and every day more and more fresh chicken is being delivered to our restaurants. Thank you for bearing with us. Visit KFC.com on the road or across the road for details in your local restaurant. So yeah, freaking commercials. It's just fuck. Like it's just
that's funny.
It is. And then last story. A quiet Saturday morning on a residential street in Port Macquarie turned into a crime scene after an alleged neighborhood dispute left an elderly man in a hospital with serious injuries. Emergency service vehicles were called to the property on Crestwood Drive in Port Macquarie around 9:30 a.m. on Saturday after they received reports of 2 men fighting at the location. On arrival, officers from the Mid-North Coast Police District were confronted with a horrific scene as they found an 81-year-old man with severe injuries to his left hand, left forearm, and inner thigh. Police have been told that a large knife and a lawnmower were allegedly used during the fight between the 2 men. The elderly man was treated on the scene by NSW ambulance paramedics before he was taken to the Port Macquarie Hospital. The man has since been flown to John Hunter Hospital by NSW Air Ambulance. Spokesperson said that the man lost fingers on his left hand. Now, this story took place in Australia, which begs the question. Did the 81-year-old man pull a knife out? And did his neighbor go, "That's not a knife," and pull his lawnmower out? "That's a knife." Like that. What? What?
I don't know.
We shouldn't act shocked anymore when shit comes out of my mouth when it's just the 2 of us here.
Oh, I'm never shocked when shit comes out of your mouth. I know what to expect.
I know. Everybody should know what to expect when we're here talking and shit. Everybody should.
Oh,
if
we
they
know what that
don't,
sound means.
It's their own fault. Today's show is brought to you by That's Not a Knife.
I was going to say the letter T.
The letter T for what?
2-butthole woman.
The 2-butthole woman?
Why not?
The letter H for Chinese hooker. Chinese
hooker. Remember, send your hate mail to Verge of Sanity Radio.
Verge of Sanity Radio at gmail.com. Make sure you give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Verge of Sanity Radio.
Yes.
Twitter is Verge_Radio. Instagram, Verge_Radio. Also, you can listen to this show and our previous 2 shows starting tomorrow at vergeofsanityradio.podbean.com. Every show will be uploaded onto there. So you listen to them at the shows wherever you can download the Podbean app. You listen to great shows like Mark Maron's WTF podcast, the Stone Cold podcast,
nice.
Talk is Jericho,
nice.
and numerous other podcasts that are on there as well. You can find anything you listen to, you can find it on podbean.com. Other than that, make sure you come and find us at Monster Mania next Saturday.
Yep. Also, while you're at Monster Mania,
yes.
or even if you're at Chiller this week, check out Pork Chop if you could find him or one of his many personas.
Yes.
There. Check him out at Pen of Pain on Facebook anytime. Going to plug him for
Pork
that.
Chop's Pen of Pain,
bloodshedfarms.com. Every October, you can join us at bloodshedfarms.com for Fear Fest.
Where we take a whole month off from the show to scare the crap out of innocent people.
Exactly, and get paid for it, too. It's awesome.
It is. It's fantastic. So
check us out.
If you want to work at a haunt, my area needs a new person. So if you want to come work in the area with me, you can.
I don't think anybody wants to work with
you can,
send your hate mail to VergeOfSantyRadio.gmail.com.
Other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I will leave you with this bit of information. This quote from Anthony Hopkins I found tonight because
forward, not backwards.
Because it is absolutely true. It is such a awesome quote. So I'll leave you with this. If I can, there we go.
Should have had it ready before.
I forgot about it actually until just now. None of us are getting out here alive, so please stop treating yourself like an afterthought. Eat delicious food, walk in the sunshine, jump in the ocean. Say the truth that's been carrying in your heart like a hidden treasure. Be silly, be kind, be weird. There's no time for anything else. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. We will see you in 2 weeks. We'll have reviews and stuff for a Weird Al concert, for 2 horror cons.
And other stuff,
and the whole nine
comes up.
So be safe, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe, and watch out for down wires and trees and shit from that storm yesterday. It was pretty nasty.
Exactly.
So, see you later, guys.